Spectacular south coast of KwaZulu-Natal is a tourist paradise of sea, sun and palm trees. But it's also called the Gulf Coast for a reason, and the Wild Coast Sun Country Club is a very big part of this. This renowned golf course has hosted the biggest names in golf and witnessed some of the most historic moments in the South African professional game. And on this occasion, it welcomed the Sunshine Ladies Tour for the Supersport Ladies Challenge. South Africa's Bertine Faber was amongst the early challengers for the title after the first round. She was just 3 shots off the lead going into day 2 and made her first birdie of the round here at the par 5 third thanks to that shot. Namibia's Jessica Driesbeim-Dicker led day 1 with a 66, but the second round was proving more of a challenge as she bogeyed the first. That was followed by further bogeys at the second and fifth holes. But at the par 4 seventh, her putter finally rewarded her with her first birdie of the round. Scotland's Gabrielle MacDonald opened her tournament with a 2 over 72, and her par here at the 7th kept her level par for her second round. Golf RSA Elite Amateur Kajal Mistry came to the Wild Coast in sensational form with finishes of 4th and 2nd in the previous 2 Sunshine Ladies Tour events. But she was at 2 over for her round here at the 7th, and then finally made her first birdie of the day at the 15th. Wales's Chloe Williams was 3 off the first round lead, and on a tricky second day she was happy to sign for a 72 and a total of 1 over.
Wind can really swirl around here, so you've got to do your homework before going out. Make sure that you can see where it might change if it does switch. So if you've got your head on with the wind, then you should be okay. But some of the tee shots can be really brutal. But managed to get some good ones out there today, and it was really solid, so it was good. I left some shots out there as well. You know, it could have been a lot lower, but I'll take it. The conditions were really tough.
Somebody with a keen understanding of the conditions was defending champion Nobuhle Dlamini, but even she found the going tough on day 2 as she arrived at the 3rd at 1 over for her round.
Happy to be playing again. It's going well. Yesterday I played really well, and today wasn't so good, but I mean, the weather was tough. It was very windy from the beginning right till the end.
She birdied the 4th to get back to level par and then set up a birdie chance here at the par 5 7th.
If it's downwind, it's an easy par 5, but into the wind it plays really tough. So I had to hit 3 wood off the tee box and hybrid layup, and I had 78 to the pin. Pin was placed right at the back, just over the slope. I think it was perfect distance for me. I like that distance.
That birdie took her under par for the round. She'd slipped to 2 over by the time she reached the 18th, but her second shot in gave her the confidence boost she needed.
I'm happy with my last shot on the 18th. Again, like I say, you gotta stay positive and do your best. Try and do your best on every shot that you hit, and that's what my best gave me on the 18th, so I'll take it.
A birdie finish for the defending champion gave her a 72 and saw her at level par overall after the second round. Scotland's Jane Turner had opened with a 69 but was 2 over for her second round, playing the 12th and in need of birdies.
I made a good shot in from, I think it was about 90 yards away, and hold the putt, which was something I did this week that I struggled with last week. I hold a lot more putts today.
Still trying to forget a double bogey on the 9th, Turner made her birdie here on 12 and set up a strong finish of 3 birdies in her final 4 holes.
I'm okay with the wind, and we had the holes right at the top at the last, but I was really pleased that that's where most of the wind affects it. But I was pleased that I managed to get through that. That's actually where I had my 3 back-to-back birdies, so it seemed to be okay.
Her 69 was one of only 2 sub-70 rounds on the second day. And it earned Turner the 36-hole lead, but with Dlamini only 2 behind and the amateur mystery in the mix once again. Her performance in particular highlights the depth of talent the Sunshine Ladies Tour has helped to develop in the local women's game.
Getting women in South Africa and around the world more involved in golf is always a plus for us. And it's nice to see that we're starting to see so many more women get involved. I mean, when the Sunshine Ladies Tour started this tournament out, in 2014, there were about 13 players. We're at the point where we're filling a field, we're even having qualifiers beforehand, just to make sure that we get the right players. And that's just a testament on how much this competition has grown and how much Supersport's involvement has really, benefited not only us because we get to watch great golf, but also the ladies that are now involved in the sport.
And this continued growth is thanks to sponsors who share this vision.
Supersport is honoured to be involved. We always love supporting not only golf but sport in general, from the grassroots all the way up to the senior players. And it gets to a point where now we are helping grow the sports in South Africa and around the world. And it's all thanks to, one, Supersport being here, and two, the viewers watching out there. So that's why we're giving golf and we're giving other sports a platform.
The final round was pure perfection at the Wild Coast, and with Jane Turner looking to build on her two-stroke lead as she went in search of a second professional victory. Meanwhile, Mystery was pushing equally hard for her third consecutive top 5 finish on the Sunshine Ladies Tour. She parred the first 2 holes and then made birdie from here on the third. Two double bogeys on the back nine halted her climb up the leaderboard, but she would still finish in style with this chipping for birdie on 18 to close with a 73 and a share of 8th place on 5 over par. Chloe Williams started the final round 3 shots behind Turner, and she immediately closed that gap with her birdie here at the first hole. She gave a shot back at the second though, but set herself up for another birdie with this approach into the par 5 third. Williams made the birdie, but she'd have to settle for a closing 73 and a finish of tied 5th on 4 over par. After 6 consecutive pars, South Africa's Kelsey Nicholas made this birdie on 7, and she signed for a 67 that lifted her to a 4th place finish. Scotland's Gabrielle McDonald birdied the second, but couldn't take advantage of this great third shot into the par 5 third, from where she made par. She wasn't finding many birdies on the front 9, but her putting was still impressive as she rolled this in for par on the 9th on her way to a 70 and a finish of 3rd on 2 over par. Looking for a fast start to her final round, Nobuhle Dlamini stumbled with a bogey at the first. That saw her drop to 3 shots off the lead of Turner. She would have wanted to take advantage at the par 5 third hole, but it was also not to be as Dlamini made a par here. The first birdie did finally come though on the 5th hole, and this was her 3rd shot into the par 5 7th for another birdie opportunity. It was a positive finish to her front 9, but Dlamini went on to make straight pars all the way to the 18th, which she bogeyed for a 70 to finish 2nd on level par overall. The leader Turner arrived on the first green in a confident mindset of focusing on her own game and letting the leaderboard take care of itself as she opened with a par at the first.
I have no control of what anyone else does, so I just needed to keep my game in play, try and get the greens in regulation, and if I hold the birdie putts I did, and I managed to do that.
She had another outside chance for birdie here at the par 5 third hole, and she finally made that birdie on the 5th. Looking very steady on the final day, Turner gave herself another chance for birdie here on 9.
Once I hit the fairway, it was absolutely fine. The problem yesterday was I hit a bad drive, and from there I couldn't keep things under control, but today I made the fairway and it was fine.
And with that, she turned 3 under for her round with not a single bogey on her card and headed into the back 9 full of confidence. It showed as she birdied the 10th and kept rolling in par putts such as this on 12 to keep her momentum. In fact, the only stumble in her final round was this bogey on the 16th.
I had my first bogey of the day on 16. Again, just like 9 yesterday, came off a bad drive. And I almost managed to save my par, but it just left the putt slightly short.
Then another bogey on the short 17th followed, but Turner had the luxury of a comfortable lead at this point. She stood over her second into the 18th with a 4-stroke lead, and once safely on, was able to savour her walk up to the final green. Turner missed out on a birdie finish, but with a par from there, the Scottish golfer was crowned the 2019 Supersport Ladies Challenge champion, winning by a comfortable 4 strokes with a final round of 68. So a second professional title for Scotland's Jane Turner, and the only player to finish under par this week with rounds of 69, 69 and 68. 3 great rounds of golf to win on an always tough Wild Coast sun layout.
I'm so proud of what I managed to do today and keep the lead on the tournament, and well, that's my second win and they both sit right up there. It was a fabulous feeling to know that you were going home with the trophy, although I'm not sure how it's going to fit on the plane.
A second place finish at the Wild Coast means Nabuhle Dlamini was top of the Investec Property Fund Order of Merit after this event, while England's Jane Turner became the first foreign individual winner on the Sunshine Ladies Tour this year, excluding the French victory in the Serengeti Team Championship. And from one coast to another, as the Sunshine Ladies Tour travels to the mother city next for the Cape Town Open at Royal Cape Golf Club. It's where Leanne Pace reigns supreme, as she won this title in 2016, finished second in 2017, and then won it again in a playoff last year.